Hello and welcome to Stage 5, Lesson 2 of the Roadmap to Success in the Social Strategy Squad. And today we're talking about using your personal profile for sales. We talked about this briefly in Stage 1, but now you've had an opportunity to go through the entire curriculum. So now you understand more about how social media works, how business works, and how success happens. So I want to revisit your personal profile and using it for selling. First, you know that Facebook does not like it when you use your personal profile for sales. So if you go to your personal profile right now and you see only reshares from your business page and only posts about saying I sold this and I'm selling this and this is happening next week and you're only talking about your business, then you're pretty much wasting your time in your social media activities. And I want to recommend that you head back to Stage 1 and start with that, Stage 1 and 2, and work through those and then come back here when you're done. Don't use your personal profile to cold message people and tell them about your business and how awesome it is or how you can help them or how they're going to make a lot of money. You will turn them off, and you will not only turn them off of you, you will turn them off of other business owners. You will turn them off of you'll make them scared to answer PMs from people that they don't know. It is an incredibly unpleasant experience. So just let's not participate in that. Okay. That doesn't mean that you can't use your personal profile to make sure you're nudging people in the right direction. So I want you to think about this, right? Who are the people who are most likely to give you their money? Like in general, when you first start your business, the people who are most likely to give you their money are going to be people who already know you, already like you, already trust you. So when you go to them and say, hey, this is a product and I think you should get it, they're like, oh yeah, totally. I believe you. I know that you're not just telling me to do that so that you can make more money, which is really critical because for most of us, we've had that experience. If those people see, the people who know, like, and trust you, they see that you have something that will solve their problems, they're going to want to get it from you, right? They're not going to want to get it from someone else because they like you, they know you. And why would they go to Target and get something if you can get it to them right now and they can support you? That said, though, you can't, like, the way that we try to tell people is just by saying, I have this, I have this, I have this, because we think that that's how we let you know that I do it. What you actually need is more of a pathway so that when those people decide what they need, right? If they're like, oh, you sell clothes and today I need a t-shirt. I know Jackie has a t-shirt. I'm going to go to Jackie's page. The link for her business page is right there. I'm going to click on that and then I'll go buy from her, right? They know where to go. So it's really much more important to make sure that your business page is, that your personal profile is bringing people to it on a regular basis so people remember that you exist, right? They'll forget that you even exist if all you post is sales. If you post about your personal stuff and things that are going on in your life, they'll remember that you exist. And then as you pepper in things about your business, they will, oh, that's what she does. And now those two things are connected. So when they need something, they will go to you. But they won't come to you if all you do is tell them that you have things. So it's really important for you to have hobbies, activities, things that you do that are not related to business. I recommend watching the S&M show on Thursdays at 10 a.m. on the Direct to Success business page, my personal business page, because we have a very specific thing, and I actually share it to my personal profile, where we talk about nothing business related. It is specifically designed to help cultivate these conversations that are unrelated to business so that you can take those back to your community and your following and create conversation around things that are not related to your business so that you can build that enthusiasm for you so that they naturally want to support you and your business. Okay. So in order to do that, you have to make sure that you're not losing them. Okay. So like, let's say, for example, I've decided that I want to buy from you. I'm really excited that I want to buy from you. If I get to your page and your links are inactive, right, then I'm not going to be able to buy from you even if I want to. So now your user journey is causing a problem. So I want to make sure that all of your links on your personal profile are correct. Make sure that they all work. They're going to the right place. They're going to your business page. If you're in direct sales, make sure that they're not going to your home office's business page, because that's a mistake I see happening often. Do not have 8 million things on your on the side of your profile telling people that they can go to your Instagram and they can go to this link and they can go to that link and they can go to this website. Remember, you are the expert here. You are the business owner. If you're giving them 800 different links to go to, you're basically telling them, I have no idea where you want to go or where you should go, so you figure it out. You're making them do the work that you don't want to do. It's your job to do the work, figure out where you want them to go, and send them to that place. If they don't convert, that's fine. But you want to make sure we'll deal with that problem at its space. Why aren't they converting there? But we don't want to not send them there and be deliberate about it and give them all these options because we're afraid they won't convert. That is for sure going to lose you 97.8% of people. Whereas the other one where you're being very clear and they click the button and they might run into a roadblock later, right? That we can fix. This other thing, this 97.8% of people that you'll lose because you give them too many options, we can't fix that other than by getting rid of too many options. So make sure that you're clear and decide what you want there. I just want my Instagram and I want my business page and my domain. That's it. I don't need to send them to my social strategy squad and then also to Hustle for Your Life, and also I don't need to send them to all the places. I really just need to send them to the my Instagram if they want social, and the direct to success. And if they want to go to the business page, they can, but that's only 3 options. That's not 30 options. Okay. So try to keep it to under three or under. Okay. I using the max 3, but try to keep it to 3 or under. Your personal profile is also a really great place to use the post where I know what I'm talking about. Did we just become best friends? They're great ways to engage them on your personal profile. So any posts that you write that are part of that bucket of did we just become best friends, or I know what I'm talking about, that does not include a sale, you can put that on your personal profile, no problem at all. You can even put low stakes posts and conversation starters on that page. The only thing that you really don't want to be putting on your personal profile is buy from me posts, right? So the key thing to keep in mind is that you can reuse content that you have written for your business page and for other places in those buckets, the 4 buckets that are not buy from me, and repurpose them for your personal profile, which will help to build that engagement and relationships outside of business as well. Now, I want to leave you with this in terms of posting on your personal profile. If you are having trouble posting on your personal profile and you really, really, really don't know what to post, then that means you are bored. A lot of people think that that means that they're boring, they don't have anything interesting to say, but it really means that you're not feeling interested or engaged in your life and there's something that's missing there. What I want to recognize is that that's an opportunity for you to do something fun for yourself. It's an opportunity for you to go and take up a hobby that you've been wanting to try for a while. We had a client, I have a client in the squad who she had given up her crocheting for a while, and and someone else gave up their gardening, and someone else gave up their knitting. And they'd given it up because they were working nonstop. And through the work that we did in the squad, they were able to create more time for themselves. And they took up their knitting again and their painting again. And they were able to really bring these crafts back into their lives that gave them more things to talk about on their personal profiles, which Elisa ultimately turned into a crafting group. And then she ultimately turned that into a different business altogether and moved her business because she was enjoying it so much. So when you explore these other avenues, they are not always going to be avenues that you're exploring just to get engagement. They're avenues you're exploring for yourself so that you feel more engaged, so that you have things that you want to share because you're so enthusiastic about it that the desire to share is coming naturally from within you rather than feeling like you have to find something to talk about. Okay. So try something new. All right. And I want to be really clear here. It doesn't have to be something dramatic like I just talked about hobbies or things like that. Try anything new. So if you're bored, you can literally try anything new and talk about it. So, and by the way, it doesn't have to be something good. A few years ago when I went out with my husband, I had not been going out for a while. I was feeling boring. And so I was like, oh, you know what? We need to go out and do something. So we went out and we went to the South End. And this is before COVID. And we went to some brunch bar and they had this like great margarita bar for, Alex, he loves margaritas. And it was a tapas bar. That's what it was, tapas, right? And so we got a lot of fun things, but they had this really cool looking date meal, a plate. Now, I hate dates. I'm from Pakistan. Dates are part of our culture. They're part of our lives. Like, everybody eats dates all the time. Like, dates are a big deal. The fact that I don't like dates and find them revolting was a really big problem growing up. A huge problem. But I hate them. They make me, like, a gag reflex. Like, it's not like a thing where I can just eat and be polite and swallow. Like, I can't. Okay. So and I'd forgotten about that, by the way. So, because it had been like 20 years since I ate a date. I'd been in the States forever. So, we're sitting there and I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try this date thing because it was wrapped in bacon and it was in goat cheese. And I was like, how could it be bad? It has all these other great ingredients. So it comes and I take like a little bite and I kid you not, I've never done this, never in a restaurant in my whole life. I tried to chew it and I was like, I can't do this. So either I'm going to run to the bathroom and throw it up like into the toilet or something, and my husband's like, just spit it out into the thing. And I'm like, okay. So I spit it out into my napkin and put it on the thing. I was not able to handle it. I just couldn't. And I wrote a post about that. I wrote a post about how I just could not eat this date. It was so disgusting. And some people disagreed with me. Some people love dates. Some people hate dates. It was a great conversation. It doesn't have to be something dramatic. You can try something new by simply trying a new hair product. You can try a new food. You can watch 15 minutes of a new show and tell people what you think. As long as it's something new and outside of the things that you regularly do, it's going to give you what it is that you're looking for because you're able to have those conversations now with your audience and they get excited about it because they're like, oh my God, this is so funny. I love dates. It's a great way to build community. It doesn't matter what you try, because as long as you have something to say about it, other people have something to say about it as well. Now, once your personal profile is optimized, then what that means is that anybody who comes looking for you anytime is now going to, there's going to be a road that takes them to your business, right? So you know you no longer need to worry about that, and that will move them in that direction. So now you know you can rest easy that your, at least the closest part of your funnel and the people most likely to convert are not going to be turned away because of a technicality.